Yeah, no, you had it later.
Got a little video going.
Good.
And
that's fine.
I actually write for a website called Sweetest Hockey on Earth. We cover exclusively the Bears.
How about that?
We got our name after
You have a card.
Sweetest place on earth. I will give you a
Yeah,
card.
give me a card.
And then we'll
I'll
have to
have to
go up
look
here
at
and
that.
you'll take a look at it.
Yeah, okay.
So, how did you become involved in tonight's event?
I was asked to be here, and they didn't have to ask me twice. This is a place that's always been special to me. I liked, in the early years, I liked going to, I worked in the IHL for 4 years, and that was a Midwestern league, so we had teams in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Iowa. And I always liked going into Fort Wayne because it was built in the 50s. It was already 20 years old. It was older than everything else that had it. Then I went to the American League. We had a lot of new arenas then. There was an old one in Springfield, the Big E Coliseum, that was really old, and then there was this place. And unlike the Big E, as much as they tried, this place was tucked into a town that was clean. And when the bus with the Mariners on it wound down Chocolate, came down the hill in Poco, and I saw the amusement park, and I'm thinking, gee, this is not a large town. I came from one of 600. And they have a hockey team and an amusement park. And so, long story short, 1990, which would have been about a decade and a half later, we lived here for 5 years because my wife and I both like small towns. And if they have hockey teams, that's even better. So it was, this was not a hard thing to accept doing. I was just flattered they asked me because think about it. Everybody coming in here has a memory of the first, and probably their first game like hers was here, although yours was over at Giant Center. First time you ever saw a game was here. And that's a special place. And so I have 15 or 20 minutes to share some memories of mine, but other people's as well. And it's inadequate because you all have memories as well. And that's what makes the night special and what makes the assignment pretty awesome. That they would pick me to try to do that and trust me with 15 or 20 minutes talking about things that maybe they know more about than I do because they came to more games here.
And that kind of leads me a little bit. You shared some of your memories. And one of my other favorite quotes from Gordie Howe, anybody who's anybody has played hockey in Hershey.
Yeah.
The place is definitely special.
Yeah.
And like you said, you lived here for a little while you were working out in Philadelphia. Any chance that, like many former Bears, we see a return of Doc in the years to come?
You never can say never, but I kind of doubt it. When we moved from here, what happened was I was working with the Flyers. That ended in '93. We lived here 3 years. My wife worked for the Flyers too, game days and the ticket office. So it was very convenient for us to travel together 100 miles each way. Well, then the next thing wound up being Madison Square Garden Network doing the Devils. That became 185 miles each way by game days. And after 3 years, there were a couple of times like a man went across in front of me one night late because he got sleepy. And you realize that could be you at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning going through the snow in Bethlehem. And so Steve Summers, the legend from the Harrisburg Patriot, used to say the good thing about Hershey is it's off the beaten path. The downside to Hershey is it's off the beaten path. So it can be either. And after 3 years, I asked Madison Square Garden, do you care where I live? And he said, obviously not. You're 185 miles away from the games. Live in Anchorage if you want to. Well, my wife was from Fort Huron, Michigan, where my first job in hockey was. And we'd always talked about going back there when I retired, but we didn't have to. We went back 15 years ago, and I've been here ever since. But I love coming back here.
Yeah. Any specific memories of coming to games here?
Well, the first time you always remember walking in and seeing how steep the seats were and how it was like a barrel cut in half. And the scoreboards at either end, and the standings boards, which they put up tonight. I thought that was great. They put the standing boards up, and those would be changed. So if I didn't have the game notes or if I didn't want to look down and play was stopped and there was a face-off at that end, I'd just glance up and say, well, the Mariners are only 4 points behind Nova Scotia for first place because you see it up there. And I always thought whoever changed those had to have a high-risk insurance policy because you needed a ladder once you got up there.
Right.
Now, if I'd look back from a ladder down into the stands, that would be, yeah, I'm not big on heights. That would be really good. But our broadcast place here was terrific because you were halfway up and center. That's what you always want.
Moving more toward the current day, I know a lot of the Bears fans like it when we get to listen to you call Caps games because so many of the players have graduated up into the
Yeah.
Bear club. You almost always you throw in a Bears mention here and there.
Well, it's very easy to do and it's legitimate. And I always think it's more. It seems to me that they're showing, graphics is always showing stats on the screen.
Yeah.
And if I get 8 seconds to talk about a guy's family or where he came from or something like that, and usually at the end of the night you realize you only used about 10% of what you had, that means the game was good.
Yeah.
If you used a greater percentage of that, then you probably had a lot of covering to do because the game wasn't too good. But it's just a part of the background of so many guys, and when you have so many championship caliber players who have won titles here, that's another unifying thing that makes it easy to say, gee, 9 of these guys that you're seeing tonight played in Hershey and 8 of them won a championship there. And probably all 9 did, because it's pretty hard to miss one right now on the stretch they've had. But yeah, so it's that winds up being just a part of the job.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to take a look at either Cody Eakin or Dimitri Orlov since they've been called up?
No, I have not. I have not seen them, and I hope to within the next couple of days. But no, I had 2 games this week. Traveled Monday to New York, had a game at the Garden Tuesday and a game in Detroit on Wednesday. And then yesterday I was home and this morning I flew here. I did not, the game I saw last night, I did watch one game, was Pittsburgh, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
But if they played, I had the sound in and out because I was on the phone a lot.
Okay.
So if they played, I didn't take note of that.
Okay. Speaking of the Washington, thoughts on the organization currently?
Oh, the sad thing is you really do love coaches and you like strong coaches. And that's why I say the other night in Detroit, and we had Guy Boucher is so emotional down there, and Mike Babcock who gets really fired up. And Bruce, of course, is no shrinking violet either. I like guys like that.
Yeah.
And I think even in other sports, you like to see guys that really show some emotion. Doesn't mean the other guys are wrong, but that's what you like. It's one of those things that probably was the necessary evil. I don't appreciate it, but I understand where George was coming from. And he was out of work about as long as I thought he would be. Because you didn't win that many championships and come up and turn a team around, a franchise around, and all of a sudden go down. So
yeah, we
Anaheim will be better. Sure, why wouldn't you? And what's more, I mean, I don't know if you went to the All-Star game ceremony over at the theater.
Yes.
Did you go?
I did not. I had somebody there for us covering the.
Yeah.
So I
Best line of the morning, of course, Bruce talked, and he said, it's 24/7. Christmas Eve, they're showing Dan Bilesman and his wife sitting down to a nice turkey dinner. I mean, I'm giving the dog spaghetti. How does that not make the show? Yeah, it's hard not to like him. I'm glad he resurfaced so fast.
Yeah.
Because I told Doug I wanted to see him tonight and get contact information because I wanted to talk to him, so there's no need to call him down.
Yeah.
I really sympathize with him because he got a buyout. He probably got severance, and now he can spend over again. So I think he's right.
AHL game here last year at the All-Star game. Was that your first time at the Justice Center?
First time working there.
Okay.
Yeah, the only time that I'd been there several times just to see Doug and John, but never worked there until that game. Yeah, that was a good time. I enjoyed that. It was a fun night because you're not locked into having to deal with intensity. The game's lost at the end anyway. You realize that. First goal is what? A couple minutes in. So you don't worry about that, but the good thing is you get a chance to tell a lot of stories about Hershey and the American League and pay these guys off for all the games that they do play that are intense during the year. So it's a chance to talk about individual players that people in other markets are going to see in the NHL sometime anyway. There are AHL All-Stars and chances are good they're going to get called.
Yeah. we like the new Giant Center.
Oh, yeah. I'm partial to this,
Yeah.
but you've got to have a good working condition there. You're close to the ice, you can see well. No, it's great. And the one thing that all new arenas need is some good memories, and it didn't take long.
No.
You got a ton of them.
Yep.
But think of places that are built that still haven't had even a conference final. You know, consider what Atlanta went through. I mean, they got in one playoff series, lost all 4 games.
Mhm.
Columbus, brand new arena. In all this time, they made one playoff, lost in 4 straight to Detroit. You know, so there aren't any memories there for people. But you build a new place, and all of a sudden it's chock full of them.
Well, thanks for your time.
Yeah, well,
I
I'm
enjoyed talking to you.
okay. Well, I'll probably, if you want to talk after, I'll be around. I'm not.
Okay.
I have nowhere I'm special.